Modern armies use depleted uranium penetrators to penetrate through things such as armored vehicles and bunkers. This causes a lot of litter to be spread all over the battlefield. Now, Kaylin, where can this litter be spread to?
Thanks for asking, Jane. This litter can be spread to trees, the ground, vehicles, buildings, and even rocks.
So, why is this a problem?
This is a problem because it can cause cancer in the kidney, blood, brain, and bone. It can also cause severe birth defects and reduce neuron functions in the brain.
Can you be exposed to depleted uranium even if you weren't in the battlefield or test range?
Yes, you can be exposed to depleted uranium. Up to 90 micrograms can be ingested by drinking water.
Wow. Can this cause environmental problems as well?
Yes, depleted uranium can cause environmental problems when its dust is spread to the air, food, and water. And when the dust gets in contact with our skin, it can cause the health hazards mentioned earlier.
Sounds dangerous. And can you believe that to pick up all this dangerous material, the Army uses lots of manual labor?
Unfortunately, yes, the Army does use lots of manual labor to pick up depleted uranium. Geiger counters, such as here, are used to detect it, but you need to be really, really close to detect it and make sure it's radioactive. To protect the people when picking up the DU, they use bodysuits, masks, rubber gloves, and comlinks and air tanks. But all the equipment is heavy and uncomfortable, and some of it's like expensive, so they only use it sparingly. To clean it, they only use soap and water.
Does the Army have any plans for the future?
Yes. No, the Army does not have plans for improving the recovery of depleted uranium methods right now. We confirm this with expert scientists, with expert professors in nuclear physics at West Point.
The scientist and the physicist's name, they were Lieutenant Colonel Kenneth Allen and Lieutenant Colonel Robert Prince.
And we found during research new technologies that would make recovering DU safer, and we want to use a advanced Geiger counter called a fiddler to detect depleted uranium from far away. And we found vehicles and robots to recover the DU and advanced filters that can be added to the robot.
Wow, sounds advanced. Where did we get all this information from?
We got all this information from the Hazardous Evidence Response Team of the FBI, and also from articles from the National Veterans Affairs and the National Center of Health. And also we had a conference call with 2 nuclear physicists who teach at West Point. We also, to share our information, we have a blog, and we have had over 100 unique visitors.
Well, now that they know all about what we do currently, what's our solution?
Our solution is to have multiple small robots that can do all different jobs required to scan, map, and recover the DU and get everything cleaned up. First, you would send out the drone to detect the DU, then you would send out the robot to pick up and dispose of it.
Wow, this sounds amazing. This solution will surely save lives.
Thank you. So, what did the demonstration mean? You deploy something that picks up uranium in time, and then you go. So, what are what's the configuration on the robots that make it the correct way to pick up this uranium?
For depleted uranium dust, we would use a vacuum with different types
where does the robot bring the materials to keep it safe that way?
The robots will bring the materials to certain plants. There are certain places where it's stored. For federal like uranium, it's stored in South Carolina, and then there's another facility for other uranium or depleted uranium that is put in Carlsbad in Mexico, and certain ones that only have alpha particles, encase it in concrete. So once the half-life dies and becomes carbon, then they can use it as something else. Like carbon is used for pencils, so you could use it for pencils, something else like that.
And the one other thing they use to get rid of it is they put in mined out salt deposits. So over time, salt deposits will close on it.
How does it get from the battlefield to these places, South Carolina?
Also, the robot would put it in a special bucket that is meant to seal like radiation, and it would travel in that bucket with big trucks and stuff to the storage facility.
And if you ever see these trucks, normally they'd be a flatbed truck with huge metal containers that contain with the radioactive sign on them.
How much uranium will something like this pick up? And how big this is the robot? This will be the size of the robot, or it would be much bigger?
It would be a little bigger because the vacuum would be can be as small as a handheld vacuum, so it'd be bigger. And also it depends on the type of battlefield, the size of the battlefield. So we would use multiple robots for a very large battlefield, so we can get it all picked up quickly instead of taking 20 years.
Why wasn't this developed until now? What was the problem?
The problem was that the radiation, that the dust, it's mainly the dust because it's hard to like pick up manually, and then it gets, and you like breathe it in because it's dust, and it gets stuck in like your soft tissues and stuff. So it won't cause any immediate problems. It'll cause lots of chronic stuff like terrible cancers like lung, kidney, brain, boom. So you don't want cancer because it'll potentially kill you. So, and also like reduces functions in your brain, so you can't think as fast or do like so you can't do things that you normally do as fast as it. So it limits your abilities.
It's a very subtle process because it can take up to like 10 years for you to develop the cancer. So people weren't realizing that it was that dangerous at first until they started seeing lots of people getting cancer.
So who have you shared